Prayer at the Time of War, the fourth segment. I'd like to today dedicate our learning to the memory of a dear neighbor that finally today was brought to his final resting place. Roi Chaim ben Yisrael Weiser, Zichrono Levracha, Hashem Yikom Damo, a soldier who unfortunately was killed on Simchas Torah, just passed on that terrible day, but saved 12 soldiers in his heroism at those last moments on earth. And I'd like to dedicate everything I'm about to say to his memory. So we spoke about prayer at the time of war in 3 different ways, and today I'd like to add a 4th. And that is that there's no need for special kavanas. What do I mean? Usually when you come to davening, there are so many parts of davening that you have to try to have kavana for because you don't necessarily need them. For example, if you don't have a big meeting that day, or you don't have a big test, and you don't have to have so much kavana in atachonen la'adam da'at, God give you wisdom. I mean, how many sophisticated things do you have to do that day? And if, thank God, the money situation is okay, and your health is intact, the kavana is not the same. But in these days, I believe that every single bracha in the Amida is so relevant that we don't need any special kavana. Atachonen la'adam da'at, you give us wisdom. Right away, we come to mind that God give the wisdom to the commanders of the army and to all those that are now in the field to make the right decisions, and they're critical decisions because it's life and death. Hashivenu avinu l'toratecha and slach lanu, may we do tshuva. It goes without saying that in these dire straits, every one of us should be doing tshuva, should be looking in the mirror and asking, what can we do better? God, see our dire situation and give us a redemption from it. What more do I need to say? Over 1,000 killed, 100-something taken into captivity. Rifaenu, the casualties we have are just enormous. Not to mention Barech Aleinu, asking God for money and financial assistance at a time where we're going to need it, when so many able and supporting husbands and wives were killed. In a word, you don't need any special kavana when you daven at a time of war. It's natural. It literally finds itself in the words without you having to do any creative thinking. The only challenge is that when you daven, you should have in front of you all these needs. And if you do, naturally your heart is going to be there when you say these words.